But yeah, and then of course talking about his son who's an editor and watched Lawrence of Arabia on his phone? I'm gonna call bullshit on that. Netflix and co-CEO Ted Sarandos. All right, so with the box office being where the box office is and how people are just basically going, you know what, I could just watch it at home. I could watch things on my phone. We all joke about it. But, you know, I mean, let's face it, Netflix did... They took they took the movie industry and just sent it over into a different realm. We're in a whole different spot, and then of course we have all these other streaming services. After the pandemic, everything just got crazy and stupid. And he talked with the New York Times. He was being interviewed, and a lot of the trades talked about what he had to say. And one of the things too that he said when it came to AI, he did talk about AI. And I think he basically just said something that has been said before. I think it's been said before by other people. And I think a lot of people in the industry, when they get asked about AI and how that's such a touchy subject, they just basically said that AI is not going to replace anybody's job, but an artist that utilizes AI tools would replace somebody that doesn't. So he did say something about that, which I do agree with. It's like, yeah, you know, you're going to have to utilize some of the tools to that further the art of like VFX or anything. Yeah, you're going to utilize the tools, and that's going to make you stand out. That's just the way it is. As long as it doesn't full on flat out, you just have these companies that just hit a button and they create something. Of course, there's probably going to be companies that actually do that. That's the only thing. That's the thing when it comes to talking about AI. But he had this to say right here, and we just have the quote. I'm not going to pull up the entire article, but we have this quote from him talking about, oh man, I just hate this. I hate this quote so much, and I'm just like, fuck you. Fuck you. There's no reason to believe that the movie itself is better in any size of screen for all people. My son's an editor. He watched Lawrence of Arabia on his phone, talking about how Barbie and Oppenheimer would have been just as big on Netflix. Here we go. Yeah. What? There's no way that both of the people were showing up dressed up, okay? There were dudes showing up with their daughters dressed up in pink and having fun with all this. Everybody was showing up for Oppenheimer and Barbie, okay? There's no way. You don't get that experience just, what are you going to have, a little party at home watching on Netflix? No. It would not have been just as big. And for the love of God, it helped save the box office a little bit last year. And we need something like that to save it this year because of the way things are. But yeah, and then of course talking about his son who's an editor and watched Lawrence of Arabia on his phone? I'm going to call bullshit on that. I don't know. Really? Your son who's an editor watched a classic movie, Lawrence of Arabia, on his phone? If he's an editor and likes editing movies and likes the movie industry, he ain't watching shit on his phone. Get the fuck out of here, Teddy. Get out of here with that. I'm sorry. No. God, just reading that, it smells in here. Ugh. Whatever you're fucking... no, get out of here. Ugh. There's no reason to believe that the movie itself is better on any size of screen. Are you kidding me? God, when I saw that, it puked in my mouth. Ugh.